Hi everyone on a platform of YourPedia education, and you are getting the updates related to various opportunities which you can explore with GATE or without GATE in higher education institutes like IITs. This video is related to one such opportunity which is there in some reputed institutes like IIT Madras, Madras and IIT Jodhpur and some more institutes also. And that option is getting into higher education courses like MS PhD through the project. There are three ways I'll say which students are aware to get into IITs. They know that there is a way called MTech. I'm talking about higher education courses. Then there is a MS, which is also called MTech Research, and then there is a PhD. Now PhD also you can get either after BTech, which is called direct PhD, or after MTech, which is regular PhD. Integrated PhD is something in which you get dual degree, MTech also, and PhD degree is also awarded to you. Now very less students are aware that there is a third option also, there is a fourth option also to enter into higher education course in IITs, that is through project. So if I tell you this opportunities which student explore so far, so 90% students try to enter through MTech, for which GATE score is required and high GATE score is required. So 90% students will try to enter into IITs through this. Very less students will try to enter through MS and PhD courses. And I tell you, very less GATE score, but yes, CGPA, these are the two criteria to get into MS courses. GATE plus CGPA plus SOP, research proposal, which we call mailing the professor, these things work here. Because MTech normally, even in MTech you want SOPs, in a couple of MTech courses SOP is required. But there are MTechs where only GATE score is criteria, CGPA, SOP may not be required. Hence this is very competitive, and students end up getting those branches where they are not much interested in MTech. Compared to that, you should try to enter into MS and PhD courses which are related to your domain. And students have misconception that MS is related to research, but I don't want to do research. Master's MTech is also research. The reality is, in MS you get more time to prepare for placements. So placement situation is better in MS because you can upskill yourself in a better way. Those of you who are targeting abroad for PhD and all after masters, for them also MS is a very good course. So competition here is less, and that is the reason even with less GATE score you get the opportunity. Now JRF, SRF or research fellowship and IDRP, Interdisciplinary Research Fellow programs, these are the entry through projects. This is entry through projects. Now what is required for entering the IIT system through project is, they don't ask your GATE or very high CGPA, professors are not asking for that. They are asking your project acumen. They are asking, do you have some idea on which you want to work? You have some idea in which you are confident and you want to work further. That is basically IDRP or JRF, SRF. There are some IITs, if I am not wrong, IIT Kharagpur, where MS course is not there. Only through research fellow or only through projects you can enter into that and get converted that particular thing into master's course. So that is also indirect way to enter into those institutes. So these are some of the domains in which you should proceed forward. Now why I am written here smart mobility, that means this is the smart way to move yourself, that is smart mobility. Are you proceeding forward in your admissions? Move smartly. If you do not have GATE score, or if you mail a professor, you tell about some project in which you are interested, professor is working in that, students are getting response for that. Now let me take you to IIT Madras Interdisciplinary Research Programme. So last date for that is 31st March. So you need to hurry it up, and if you get into that, MS and PhD programs can be provided to you. Now you need to know that for such interdisciplinary research projects, you need to work with two professors of different departments. For example, if network security, if you are working in network security systems, you may be working with a professor of electrical engineering and computer science engineering. Similarly, there are so many projects like non-destructive testing using some kind of electronic method. So that is also electrical, electronic system and mechanical system. So there are so many such projects which are called interdisciplinary projects. That means you will be working under the guidance of two professors of different department. That is the meaning of it, and admission is twice a year and student is guided by two different professors. Now if you have your BTech project which is matching, which is related to some project which is going on in IDRP, you can apply for that particular project. They have given the list, I will show you the list. So there is a list of the project in IDRP on which students can work. So you can apply for that. Or else if you do not, if you are not interested in those projects, you can also suggest your own project. There are many of you who have done very good BTech project. You are very confident in your BTech project and you are of the opinion that this project is really good and it can be taken forward. So if you have done good project in BTech and you want it should be taken forward, you do not have GATE score, you do not have higher education, CGPA with you, but project is very good, then you can directly mail the professor. They are not bothered about your GATE score or your CGPA, but if you have done good project, then they will give value to that. So this particular project program is for such students. How you have to approach is, you have to find the department that actually matches with your research interest. You need to go to that department. For example, if you are interested in energy science, if you want to work in renewable energy domain, solar energy, go to energy science department of IIT Madras, find out the faculty who is working in energy science and in the related field, he is working in the related field. You need to email them and you need to send brief summary what you want to do, and for that you can watch our video how to mail a professor, how to make your profile, how to make your academic CV, your profile, how you have to create that, and you need to mail the professor. The moment you mail the professor, you get positive reply, you can directly apply to the department, MS and PhD, and you will get the response and you may get admission there. These are steps you have to follow. You need to go through the profile of the professor, and on the basis of that profile only you can apply. If your UG degree matches the department of your interest, let us say the work in which you are doing and that matches the faculty's background also, you need to write the mail directly to the faculty explaining your interest, and you need to directly apply to that department for MS or PhD. So in IIT Madras, if you think that you have done a project or you are interested in some domain and professor is also working in that, you need to mail the professor and you need to apply in that department also for MS and PhD. There are some project proposals which they have provided. If your UG degree is not related to the project in which you want to do, there are some projects there. You can basically you can mail the professors for that. You can select any two projects or any two proposals which are of interest to you, and you need to apply to IDRP, Interdisciplinary Research Programme. Directly you can apply there. So if you know that this professor is working in this area, let us say in this particular case, you need to mail the professor directly. If your UG degree is matching with the department of interest, go through the faculty profile. If you find this faculty is working in the same area in which I am working, mail him directly and apply in MS program. If you don't find that way, and if you like some project which they have mentioned, directly apply to IDRP. This is the entire procedure. Apply. If you get shortlisted, prepare for the interview and all, and you get into, if you get selected into this particular domain. So as it is written, you have to contact the interested faculty and explain him what you want to do. 31st March is the last date for that, and you can approach, you can apply in this particular way. So you can go to the department and you can do that. So what are the various list of IDRP projects? So no doubt I am going to give you the list, but the moment you are applying there, many students told me that the moment you start applying in the projects, you are getting different list also. So, and the detail of the projects are also mentioned, project number 1, project number 2. So if some project is matching your interest, Like suppose you say, two-dimensional material based optofluidic biosensor for cancer detection. Now this is one of the projects, and there is a PhD opportunity there, full-time HTRA, there is a PhD opportunity for that. You can apply in this. Similarly, there are some projects mentioned, but yes, if these projects are not related to your domain, otherwise also you can apply in this. So there are two stages. One is you have to apply IIT Madras research portal and pay the fees. Second, you have to fill up the project choices available in IDRP website, and you have to select the projects for this interview. That is how you have to go for it. There are some frequently asked questions. You can go through those questions, and you can basically understand how it is to be done. So there is a written test, there is an interview as mentioned by them. So part A, part B of the written test, they have mentioned everything. The test is going to be very, very generic, asking about physics, chemistry, biology, all these things it is asking. It's a very, very basic test actually. And the part B of screening test, and followed by usually interview. So that is how it is there. Now as IIT Madras has this particular IDRP, same there is a IDRP in IIT Jodhpur also. And the domains are very interesting: robotics and mobility system, IoTs, quantum information, smart healthcare, space and technology. So these are the domains in which you can apply. So this is the smart way to enter into any IIT for higher education. And those of you who want very good placements, or those of you who want to go for a higher education even abroad, for them this method is very good. Mailing the professor, collaborating with them, convincing them, getting yourself interviewed, and getting into the IIT system. That is all about this admission through projects, and I believe this is a very smart way to enter, and you must use this particular way. Hope you got the point. Now go through this site of IIT Madras and Jodhpur and start applying, start mailing the professor. Thank you. I welcome all of you on platform of YourPedia Education. As you know, we are providing you lot of information related to various departments in which you can take admission, and you can get very good career from these departments. This video is related to interdisciplinary departments. What are interdisciplinary departments? As the name shows, that department in IITs or higher education institutes in which students from different engineering background can join is called interdisciplinary department. If I give the example of artificial intelligence, the department of artificial intelligence or data science, student from computer science, electronics, mechanical, civil, chemical can join this department. Hence it is interdisciplinary department. Now I will divide all interdisciplinary department in two categories. One which are highly competitive and which are little comparatively less competitive. Departments which are highly competitive, they are the departments which student apply with very high grade score. Reason, placements are easily, their placements are easily, you can attain those placements, and the placements, companies visiting the campus are more. So ultimate objective of joining the higher education course for students is to get placed, and there are more placement in these kind of departments. Now I'm telling you something different here. Let us say your grade score is not that high, or maybe you could not get opportunity through let us say high CGPA or MS course. No doubt grade score is one criteria, then there is a CGPA also, MS course is also there, and self-sponsored is also there. So sir, if I have very high grade score, can I get into artificial intelligence or data science? Yes, you can get it. Sir, if my grade score is not very high, can I get into this? Then try MS course, MS or MTech RA. Sir, my grade score is only merely qualifying, and but CGPA is good. Try PhD. PhD later on you can convert that into masters and get placement. Sir, I do not have grade score. Try self-sponsored. I give example of IIT Hyderabad. Artificial intelligence is self-sponsored also. So if you apply self-sponsored, they will call you for interview and all. But remember one thing, the moment you get the call, they are going to ask you something about data science and artificial intelligence. So you should know this. Only those students should apply in this who are good and who are clear that they will get interview call, and they will clear that. So whether you have gate or no gate or low gate, you can study in these kind of departments, that is not a problem. Self-sponsored also you can do. Fees is high, but I have told you 1000 times that loan you can get very easily. Even those students whose parents can pay, even they are studying on loan only, like IIMs, NITI Bombay and management courses, and abroad education students are doing on these through loan only. So that is the advantage. If you take the loan, you get very good placement, you can very easily return that loan also. So that is for them. Now what about this? And this entire video is, what if I say you can get same kind of placement whether you are in earth science or you are in data science. And I have recorded one interaction with students from same institute, one studying in data science, another studying in earth science, got placed in the same company. What you will say this? I tell you how it happens. Data science is something which you do not only study in college, it is something which you can study out of college also, from online portal also. The student who got admission in earth science, he can parallelly prepare himself for data science placements. He can parallelly learn those things which student sitting in the class of data science is learning. Now that is your commitment. That is your commitment. Just ask yourself, when you were in graduation, you were doing coaching also, and how did you clear GATE exam? Did you clear GATE exam by studying in college classrooms or in coachings also? So clearing competitive exam or preparing for something domain, you can do in the college also, in the classes also, it can be acquired outside also. If you are determined that I want to get a company or a job of data science, company is not bothered whether you have done MTech in data science, you know nothing, or whether you have done earth science and you know everything. Company wants people with skill. Now suppose I am a company and I am to hire a person, expert in data science. I will not see his degree. I am not impressed with your degree. I am impressed with your skill. It is possible a person sitting in data science does not know that much as a person sitting in earth science knows about data science. So how that can be acquired, sir? Online. Online pay you can learn everything. There are so many certification courses. Even IIT Madras and so many IITs are doing certification courses. So those of you who land up in these departments, from the very first day can start preparing for these kind of jobs. Now the second thing is, I interacted with thousands of students and I realized that when the company is visiting the campus, they are permitting the students of other branches also to sit in the placement of non-core sector. Like company of data science is not very fussy about that I should allow only this set of students to sit in the placement. No, they permit everybody. Let me check your skill. You are from earth science, you are from climate science, you are from energy science, you are from data science, everybody should sit together. Let me check your skill, and if you have skill, I will give you a job. That is what is happening. So what is the conclusion? Depending upon your credentials, even if you are getting these departments, which you think will not provide you placement, there are some methods for that. Number one, from the very first day start preparing for placement. Number two, become the coordinator or team member of placement cell. Some MTech students play the role of coordinator in placement cell. They are instrumental, they are putting effort to bring the companies. When the company of data science comes, the student who is coordinator of earth science, he pushes the placement cell, please request the company to allow us also for the placement. You need to do that, you do that. And the moment you do and company permits you, your knowledge is there, you get placed. I have interacted with the students of these departments who have got placed in data science. So sir, if I want to get a very good job in data science company, do I need to do master from data science only? No. That is not basically very mandatory that only student with data science will sit in placement of data science. It is not there. They are generic opportunities and you can explore that. Hope I made my point clear. So please explore the opportunities, and the moment you got something, we will decide that in July and August, we will decide that later on. The moment you get something, we will start preparing for the placements and we will start preparing for the opportunities. Whether you want placement, you want to go abroad, you want to get scholarship, we will start doing that and we will explore the options. And I want to tell you one more thing, these departments are cool departments. That means you get time sufficient time to prepare for placement if you sit in this department. All the very best. Keep watching YourPedia. YourPedia is something, the channel where you get different perspective of the things. Everybody is of different perspective. YourPedia gives you entirely new look, new perspective, which is positive outlook, optimism, and more information based upon what input we get from the students. Keep watching and we'll get many things in this. Thank you.